So as the stock market is having a very volatile, massive gap down currently, we are setting up for a very lucrative, volatile, money-making opportunity to be day trading zero-date options on the SPY. I'm going to walk you through, step by step, the key levels of interest to be trading the best setups at the best prices. Let's get straight into tonight's analysis. So in terms of the overall game plan, it is going to be very simple for tonight. As you can see, the previous closing price is going to be at 607.97. So once the SPY hits 608, we're going to close that gap. There's a gap that is waiting to fill above at 608. In terms of the potential strategy, that can play out. Once that gap fills, the SPY can potentially reverse at the gap. It can potentially turn this previous support right here towards 607.50 that has not been retested yet into a new lower high and resistance level before attempting to push higher. So in terms of this week, I want you to analyze the 608 level. If you are seeing a bearish resistance roof forming towards that overall zone, you're going to want to scalp put options, as it can be very likely where the SPY can attempt to drop first, even if it were to push higher at that overall level. So if you're seeing the bearish 30-minute candlestick confirmation patterns towards that level, make sure you use the gap close reversal trading strategy. Now, based off of what I'm seeing on the daily chart, if we do open up with this massive gap down, the main focus, if we are opening up oversold towards dip buying levels, is going to be to buy the dip. So in terms of the next overall level that I have for you, man, if we're opening up with this big gap down, the best levels to be buying call options are going to be the following. So this level right here, I would say this is like an auto buy level. Heading into this week, I'm absolute certain that the SPY will likely bounce at this level, but I don't want you to blindly trade at that overall level, even though it is considered where you can potentially, try to start auto buying into that position before there's a confirmation. I always recommend that you use confirmations. So in terms of this overall level, this is what I would consider to be one of the best levels, especially heading into tomorrow, would be this overall 599.50. Based off of the patterns I've seen that have repeated in the past on the 10-day on the 30-minute chart, along with all these bullish wicks, the SPY is going to likely bounce as well, not just based off that 30-minute pattern, but the daily chart foundation says that it's likely going to be good dip buying opportunities at key levels if we're opening up with a big gap down and oversold. So I'm telling you, this 599.50 level, I want you to take a look at this key level, man. So you can see right here, 599.50 reacts as a resistance level. We can drop very, very quickly to $595. However, if it reacts as a support level, a break and retest, you see how it's forming a roof right here, starts to drop, roof right here, starts to drop, breaks out, retest, forms the floor, bullish 30-minute candlestick patterns. Very, very likely, once we drop back down to 599.50, the SPY quickly pushes up to that 602 level. So if it reacts bullish, we're aiming for a 601.50 to 602 move. If it reacts bearish, what I would do is I would wait to buy call options at the next best level. There's a gap that is waiting to fill below at 597.50. Use the bullish 30-minute candlestick confirmations, man. I'm telling you, man, based off of everything I'm seeing, this 599.50 level would be a phenomenal level to be scalping those call options. So make sure you're in at that level, man. 599.50, 600, keep an eye on that level. Now, what I want to bring awareness in terms of more of like the middle level that we're at right now, this is what you need to understand, man. 603, there's a gap that is waiting to fill below at 603. This is the gap in the middle. So the gap towards the top is at 608. We're going to keep an eye on puts towards there. The gap towards the middle is at 603. That's make or break. So if 603 reacts bearish, we're going to drop to 599.50, likely bounce first, right? If we go under that, very likely to be bouncing at 597.50 and also towards this 594.30, another phenomenal level to be buying call options, another phenomenal level to be buying call options, which would take, some time to hit 591.73 oversold gap. But the way I kind of want you to view this overall chart, man, I'm telling you, look for those bullish bounces towards 599.50. The make or break middle gap is at 603. If it reacts bullish, we go up to 605. 605 is make or break. If it reacts bearish, we drop back down to 603. If it reacts bullish, we go to fill the gap at 608. If that reacts bearish, then we drop back down and start to reverse, gap close reversal, right? But I'm telling you, man, 599.50, make or break level. 603. If it reacts bullish, it's going to start to bottom out towards there. But I'm telling you, in terms of like an absolute bottom where it's just such a killer best fucking level, this 599.70 to 600 zone is truly fucking special. Anything fucking below that, it's like that's an automatic dip buy, man. So basically, man, I really want you to focus heading into tomorrow as you're day trading to be buying at oversold levels, only if you're seeing floors and confirmations at the levels. In terms of what I would consider a more higher level, the more higher level would be 603. And I want you to just think of that as more make or break. In terms of the lower levels, I want you to think more of that as just like reacting as support, likely to bounce. But again, use confirmations. 603 is a fucking challenge, make or break fucking middle. 599.50 should be free fucking money. Anything below that is great dip buying opportunities, but there's something very special about that 599.50 where I'm seeing the daily chart foundation, the 30-minute pattern, everything, right? So those are the levels, man. That's what I want you to keep an eye on. Now, in terms of just like a quick ladder, so in terms of the ladder, you just need to understand that, you know, not all the levels in the ladder are created equally. So I'm going to just quickly break down a ladder that you can use heading into this week. These are like the best levels. So if you trade at these levels and you use confirmations, you confirm if it's reacting as support, if it's reacting as a resistance, you use the 30-minute patterns, the curriculum I've been teaching you, you should be able to do well. But just keep in mind, this is just the ladder. Use the information I'd already given you. That's the more advanced part where it can help you in a sense in terms of like the absolute best levels, what to focus on, whether it's more likely to be bullish or bearish. But even if it's more likely to be bullish or bearish at a level, don't blindly trade that overall situation. You know, in terms of that bias, it comes from, in a sense, with this curriculum where it's the daily chart, the 30-minute patterns, the key levels of interest in my, you know, history, my experience of trading, right? But you just need to be aware that you should never blindly be entering into that, right? So in terms of the ladder, is very, very fucking simple. 591.70, oversold, gap, close reversal level, one of the best fucking levels to be buying calls at. The next level above that is 594, right? So that's like a 3-point range. 594, very strong bounce, very likely to bounce first once it tests this level for the first time. Very likely to reverse this gap once it tests this level for the first time. These are very oversold support levels that have not been tested. Overall market is still signaling bullish opportunities to be buying oversold fucking dips, especially when we're having these massive gap down and over fucking reactions. I'm telling you, man, focus on those oversold fucking dips. Now, next level above that, so 594, next level above that is 597.60. So that's a 3.50 range, right? So you're going to see with the levels, with the ladders, some of the levels are going to be very tight ranges. And then some of the levels are going to be very wide ranges. The wide ranges have massive profit, profit opportunities to make some big fucking money. So I would really focus on those wide ranges. But it gets more complex than that too, because the thin ranges could have, a specific set of strategies that I mentioned before. And if you see the confirmation, very great opportunities as well. But I'm telling you, those fucking wide ranges, that's where in terms of the ladder, it's not created equally in terms of like a profit standpoint. But in terms of like the tight ranges, it could be a great foundation, a great strategy in terms of like the technical strategy that's at play, the key level of interest, the confirmation, right? So you get what I'm saying, right? I'm trying to just explain to you on how this ladder can work out in a sense. And just remember, if it reacts bearish, it drops down to the next level. If it reacts bullish, it goes up to the next level. So 597.50, next fucking level. Above that is 599.50. 599 fucking 50, right? So in terms of that range, that's the 2-point range. That's 597.50 to 599.50 to 600. We're looking at a 2 to 2.5 range, right? So you can see the ranges are different in terms of overall levels. Now, that's such a fucking amazing level, man. So 597.50, it's a decent level, but something very special about this 599.50 to 600 level based off of what I'm seeing. Next level above that is the gap at 603. So 600 to 603, looking at a 3-point range there. That's make or break. That's make or break middle gap. So basically, this gap here is in the fucking middle. If it drops, we're going to 599.50, and it's likely going to reverse and bounce there. If it reacts to support, we're going to go to 605, and then what's going to happen is it's just going to be a battle. The battle is going to be between 605 and 603. If 605 breaks out, reacts to support, we fill the gap at 608, start to come back down likely and reverse first. If 605 reacts as a resistance, it's going to keep on trying to take out that 603 to hit the 599.50 level. So next level above 603 is going to be 607. That's going to be the overall next level, right? So we're at 603 right here. Excuse me. Next level above that is 605. Next level above that is going to be 608 gap. Absolute best level to buy put option. Next level above the fucking gap is going to be 610. That is the overall ladder. I explained to you the best possible levels to be trading at and what you should be focusing on heading into tomorrow and heading into this week. Make sure you are subscribed to this channel to stay up to date on the new key levels of interest, along with the new curriculum on the ladder that I have to provide for you. There's going to be new levels. And in terms of the same levels, when patterns start to form and the market starts, the charts start to develop, certain levels are going to be very, very fucking special, where it's no longer just like ranges in a sense, but it's also more of like there's confirmed patterns here. It's very likely going to bounce, like I said, in terms of like very special part of this ladder. Based off of confirmations, I would say very fucking special opportunities to be buying the fucking dips. And I'm telling you, this fucking 599.50 level is just likely going to fucking rocket from this fucking level. So what I want you to do is I want you to use this information to your advantage. I want you to make money, but I want you to be self-sufficient. Make sure that, in terms of how I give you this ladder, you never blindly trade a bias. It is your responsibility to confirm if it's reacting bearish or bullish at the level. There's going to be certain levels in the ladder where in terms of like strategies and patterns and more of a bias, we might be more long bias or short bias with the daily chart foundation, with the patterns that we're seeing, right? But never let that blindly lead you into a trade where if the confirmation's not there and you just blindly go off of that as like an auto confirmation. Don't do that. Use the confirmations, wait for the chart to develop, wait for the perfect trade to come to you at the levels within the ladder. Be patient, wait for the chart to develop. When it looks like a no-brainer money-making opportunity, along with the curriculum I've been providing to you, when I recap the trades, you should do phenomenal, just not blindly trading at this level. It's not, the ladder is going to help you in terms of the overall price ranges and what to expect if it reacts bullish or bearish. And then the strategies and the information that I'm providing you can help you in a sense in terms of like a foundation and a bias, but we're not going to blindly trade that. We're just going to use that to our strategic advantage, where if there's a confirmation, it's like, dude, we're absolutely certain that was the bullish level. We're going to go fucking bullish at that level. So I just wanted to clarify that in terms of how to use this game plan, because, some people who are new to this channel and they don't put the work in, they don't put the time in, they don't watch all the videos from start to finish, they don't understand the curriculum, right? It takes time to figure this out. It's like some people just blindly trade these fucking levels and they don't wait for the chart to fucking develop. They don't use the ladder properly. At the end of the day, these are fucking levels. If it reacts bearish, then it reacts fucking bearish. If it reacts bullish, then it reacts fucking bullish. But it's more advanced than that, and it's more fucking complex than that. But use confirmations and don't blindly assume that anything is going to bounce first or fucking, crash fucking first at a specific level. We can have strategies like, okay, gap close reversal. It's likely to bounce at 608 because it's an overbought gap, big overreaction to the downside. It's likely to drop first, right? So we know that beforehand, but we're not going to make a trade solely based off of that. We can use that information to our advantage, like statistically, drop when that happens in a situation, right? But you need to confirm. You need to confirm if it's resistance or support. So just simply confirm if it's reacting bullish or bearish, whatever confirmations you want to use. I use the 30-minute chart, support, resistance, 30-minute patterns. If you're seeing a pattern repeat itself throughout the past 10-day, 30-minute chart, there you go. Very fucking simple. Floors and fucking roofs. Along with whatever it is that you use to confirm if something is bullish or bearish at a level. The ladder is going to provide to you the best levels to be trading at. It's going to explain the ranges to you. Some ranges are going to be a short range. Could be not as big as a move. Some ranges are going to be like, wow, at this fucking level, there could be like a 10-point fucking move. This is going to be a fucking crazy level to trade at. A 10-point fucking range? When the fuck does that happen? So you got to be aware of all this, man. The ranges, what can happen at the levels, things to be aware of, but don't blindly trade off of it. Make sure you set profit stops. Let me know. You let me know in the comments. You let me know in the comments tomorrow how you guys did. Let me know how you did trading at these fucking levels, being fucking self-sufficient. Now, for those of you who are serious about trading alongside us, is going to be the first link down below within the description. In terms of what you get access to a real-time zero-date options trading alert system where you're going to receive typically multiple trades a day, zero-date options day trades. We buy cheap, low-risk, far out of the money option contracts. We're known for selling them deep in the money for the biggest percentage gains within the market. And we have the highest win rate in the game with this unique style of trading, right? In terms of some background to the system, we put in our max risk per trade as our entire position size. So if the contracts expire worthless and go to zero, the most we lose is what we were willing to risk. And what we were willing to risk was our max risk per trade, a couple percentage of our account. Therefore, we have the entire day to hold these contracts. And if the contracts go green, right, before they go in the money, we set a profit stop, we get stopped out for profit. We don't go green or red. We move profit stops up higher to ensure that, we set the profit stop to ensure that we don't go green or red. We move the profit stop up higher to ensure that we don't get back the bulk of our gain, right? So if the market has a big move against us and we get profit stopped out, it's not going to take a big hit on our trade, giving back a lot of gains because we moved the profit stop up higher. And we add to wins to increase the gains. And the way we protect by adding to our position side is all we need is one small winning move in our favor. Just one small winning move. Set the profit stop. We just made more money and we protected more money. And we tend to win big. So when we're up a little bit, we like to add to increase the wins. And we don't like adding to losers. When we're down on a loss, we buy a second strike. The second strike tends to be timed a lot better with bigger gain. And the first strike that maybe drops like 50%, 70%, 90% of dead play comes back to life 70% of the time to go in the money. We trade the trend. We do not set stop losses. We rarely sell for losses. The main way we lose is if a trade does not go green. If a trade goes green, we set a profit stop. We're stopped out for profit. If a trade never goes green, we tend to just let the contracts expire worthless and go to zero. And the most we put in is our max risk per trade. With this style of trading, you don't need a stop loss. We trade the trend, we hold longer, and we let the percentage gains in the holding of the trade in the big volatile moves with far the money options do all the printing for us. We don't need to take large position sizes to make more than others who take large position sizes, risk more, pay more, and these people tend to sell very, very quickly for small wins, and they use stop loss. We do the complete opposite of what everyone else is doing. So if you are serious about trading alongside with us, it is going to be the first link down below within the description. You're going to see, man, we have many members. There's a lot of members who are making over $500 a day. We have some members who are making over $1,000 a day. We have some members who are making over 5 figures a week. And we have a couple members who are making 6 figures a month. We have multimillionaires within our secured private organization. The lead trader within the secured private organization is a multimillionaire as well. So it's the first link down below in the description. If you want to trade alongside with us, what you're going to see is, man, you're going to see us trading in real time within the chat, alerting everything it is that we're thinking, everything it is that we're doing. And you're going to start to see and learn by trading alongside with us. And a lot of it's going to start to make sense. The way to learn how to trade is to trade. You trade alongside us, you trade alongside multimillionaires with decades of fucking experience. You're going to see that you're going to start to gain that experience and that growth. And you're going to start to learn how to trade by trading alongside us. Because if you look at the levels and you look at the game plans and you watch the fucking recaps, you're going to start to pick up on exactly what it is that the fuck we're doing. You're going to really start to see the way we trade by trading with us, which is in the chat. So for those of you who are serious about making money, is the first link down below within the description, man. In terms of Friday, G-Roar started off with one loss, but then ended up making like 300% on SPX fucking calls. I went 2 for 4. The first trade was a nice win, so losing, so green to red was a choice. Then I had 2 L's, and then I had a massive 100% gainer into the close on these SPY calls. So overall, it was a good day. Wasn't our best, but overall, it was good. And I'm telling you, man, if you're serious about trading alongside with us, you're going to see, man, you're going to gain a lot of experience, and you're going to be making money, and you're going to be printing at the speed of light. You should be well aware, though, this is a real-time zero-date options trading alert system. This is very disruptive, very innovative, right? This is designed for not just you to make money, but for you to also learn how to trade by trading alongside with us. It's going to take time. And you should know, man, most people don't trade this way, and we're the best at trading this way. And, it's going to take time. It's going to take time for you to adapt. It's going to take time for you to adjust. It's not going to be for everyone. But we do have many, many members who, within time, have figured out our format. They grow from it. They learn from it. And many are profitable from it. It's not going to happen right away. This stuff takes time, man. And you're going to see, you're going to have to rewire your brain. You're going to have to adjust because, like I said, man, we're holding these fucking trades. There's no fucking stop losses. When we're green, we're setting profit stops. You're going to see with this group, we're doing the complete opposite of every other group. So if you join something that's the complete opposite from the normal, that means you're going to have to rewire your brain and rewire your fucking habits because it's very unlikely that most people watching this video are not trading like us unless they're a part of our overall group, because we're literally doing the complete opposite of what everyone else is doing. And this is not just buy and sell alerts. This is a strategic system designed for you to learn how to trade and for you to make money. That's exactly what it is that we do. You're going to gain a lot of experience. I'm just, letting you know that this is going to take time. You're going to have to rewire and adjust. It's going to be very unlikely for you to just come on here and just making money non-fucking stop. But you're going to see real money just printing non-fucking stop at the speed of fucking light, just winning non-fucking stop. You're going to see something different. You're going to gain a lot of experience. You're going to learn how to fucking trade. And, you're going to see if you figure out our platform and if it works for you, it's going to fucking work. You're going to get fucking results, man. With many members getting results. So, is the first link down below with the description. If you'd like to trade alongside us, I can assure you, man, this week we're coming in with an absolute vengeance into the market. We are going to absolutely fucking destroy and fucking crush the market. This week is going to be a very, very special week to be trading, especially alongside with us. So I would highly recommend and encourage you to join now if you're serious about getting started with us, because I'm telling you, this week is going to be very fucking special. So it's the first link down below with the description. We are absolutely ready, well prepared, well equipped to absolutely slaughter the fucking market. It's going to be the first link down below in the description if you're serious about trading alongside us and making money. With that being said, I will see you guys within the chat.